YouTube tutorial. This is Bikoti, and today I'm going to walk you through the concept of brand identity design in Illustrator. But before we go too further, please, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do right now. So follow me, let's dive deeper. Alright, so this is Illustrator today. It's not Photoshop design, it's actually Illustrator, and the concept we're talking about is brand identity design. And here is a fictional brand actually that I worked on not quite long ago. I completed this. So it's a fictional brand, a medical brand to be precise, and I just try to make it as simple as possible. You know what logo is all about. Logo is just to be simple and to be scalable, so that wherever it's placed on the media, it will definitely fit into it. And so from the concept of what I'm actually working on, which is a medical brand, I call it biomedics, which is from the word bi means two or more. So I'm going to explain the concept of brand identity design, and I will show you some things you need to put into consideration if you're working on a brand identity design. And okay, I'll start from the concept of brand identity. What do you mean by brand identity? Brand identity is about creating system for your brand designs, right? It's about creating colors, specific rules and standards, and also like having color palette, design style, fonts, logos, and all of that. So it can be used consistently on your designs, right? So that's what the concept of brand identity is all about. And there are a lot of things you need to actually put into consideration. There are some elements of brand identity design, such as logo, which is one of them, which is this logo. We have color palette, we have fonts, we have visuals, and we have design styles, right? So we have numerous of them, and of course this is a brand identity design that focuses on medical aspects of the brand, right? And it's a biomedics. It's a bi, and when you say bi, it means two and above. And medicine has different specialties. There are different segments in medicine, right? But the idea behind this brand is that they really want to make everything available to the client, right? In such a way that there won't be need for you to now start moving from one place to another. You just have everything you want in a spot, right? In an area, in a location. I don't know if you're getting my point. So that's the idea behind the brand. So it consists of different specialties of medicine, right? That's the concept of the brand, right? So, and from research, I made research about medicine, right? And I got to realize that we have different specialties in medicine, neurosurgeon, and so many things like that. So then, and I come into the conclusion that okay, I really want to make this simple, because biomedics is a decompartmentalized form of medicine. So if you're not trying to use the concept of every department or every specialties in making the logo, it will really look confusing. And logo has to be very simple and minimal, right? As simple as possible, and speaks the language you want it to speak. So that's what brought about the concept of this biomedics. And the initial letter was just picked, which is B. Initial letter was picked, then the concept of this cross was also used. From research, I discovered that cross, because I read about Red Cross and the likes. So cross is a first aid, and for biomedics, the idea behind biomedics is to make your design. Is to provide things easy for the client, so that you won't need to jump from this hospital to that hospital, right? So you have everything you want in a particular hospital. That's the idea behind the brand. All right. So now for that purpose, that means everything should be provided for you. That's one of the things. So first aid, if you go through what first aid is, it's just the first treatment given to an injured person, right? So maybe someone who is injured, the first treatment given to such person before taken to the hospital, which also could be likened to speed, because that's the idea behind one of the values or one of the characteristics of biomedics is that it's very fast and reliable, right? It's very fast in the sense that everything you need is in one, right? In such a way that, for instance, you need someone to attend to you, maybe in terms of optical something, whatever, or radiologist, and I don't know. I'm not a medical student, so I really don't have much idea about all those names, right? So, but the little research I made, I got to realize that there are different kind of departments in medicine, right? So we have the medical doctor, those that attends to pregnancies and the likes, okay, and gynecologist and the likes, like that. So now, to make everything very easy and readily available to you, so we really need ease, and one of their characteristics is easiness, or to make things easy, right? Okay, so that's from the concept of that, we were able to bring this cross out, which means first aid. That's quickly. Someone who is injured, it is given quick attention. So that could also signifies speed, right? So that's one of the concepts behind it, and that's why it is being used. And it is very relatable. Once you see anything cross, it's an emergency something, and quick attention will be given to it. So that's that. And okay, so that's the concept behind biomedics brand identity design. So I'm going to show you some of the other things that it really entails, and this is just how the logo has been crafted. The concept of B and the cross, and it is being merged together. Okay, so once you see this, you can easily relate that this is brand that has to do with medicine, right? So it really gives you this message or this insight of what the brand is all about. Okay, all right, so here is some of the branding stuff. Okay, and I'm gonna we have, like I said, we have different elements of brand identity design, such as color palettes and the likes. And from research as well, if you look at it, you will discover that reddish kind of is likened to emergency, which has to do with quick attention, right? So that's why the concept of this red is being used. And of course, this green has to do with health and has to do with growth. So for that reason, it is used in order to represent the growth of the company, of the brand, okay, and also the health of the client, of the client. So that's the concept behind the choice, the color choice. Okay, so when you're dealing with brand identity, you really have to you need to make sure that every element are in correlation with each other, that is, they can relate with each other. So that's why the concept of this green and red comes up as a color choice. Okay, so the red has to do with the medical aspect of it, which is urgency, the quick attention, emergency, and the green has to do with the growth of the organization, or the health of being concerned about the health of its clients. All right, so also we have like what branding is all about is showcasing the identity in different aspects, right? So we also have a presentation here. You can actually present this to your client after you are done with the whole design process and the likes. So this is just for print, in case you're printing it. Of course, that's what the whole concept of branding is all about. This this kind of replication, or is it replication or reputation, rather reputation. You need to ensure that everything is well set. So maybe if any of the doctors are in their offices, they can actually easily make use of this, or probably maybe during some festive period they can actually create some souvenir and print the logo on such souvenir and distribute to clients probably. Okay, so in branding, something like this is always used in order to just tell a story about what the brand is all about. This is just a form of presentation. You use this to present to your clients, so that, or to the audience, so that they can have the full understanding of the design and why you actually come up with such kind of design, and some of the ideas, some of the rationale behind the design. So that's that about this. And we'll also proceed to this. Also, this is a form of presentation. What logo really entails is that it needs to be scalable, and also it should be able to be placed on different media, or on different design, different visuals, right? So that's the idea about it. And also I would like to talk about the okay, all right, so this is exactly, so this is what I want to talk about, the font choice. Okay, now you will discover that the whole process of branding and the likes has to do with so many things, the company's reputation, whatsoever. And of course, in branding, typography is really essential, because it speaks a lot about the brand. There are some brands, when you see the typography, oh, this brand has to do with something like this, maybe fashion or whatever. And of course, you really need to understand that when you're dealing with things that has to do with maybe tech or something, tech, medicine and the likes, you need to use fonts that are really bold. You really need to use fonts that are bold, such as sans serif fonts. Truly it's bold and it speaks confidence, right? So that's just the concept behind the choice of typography. Okay, and okay, I was still talking about the color. Of course, the color choices of three. I just forgot to mention that it's of three. And the red, I explained what the red is all about, the green and also the white. And if you really understand what color is, or what colors are, you understand that white has to do with calmness, peace, tranquility. Okay, that's what white stands for. So, and also in choosing colors for brand, there are some things you really need to put into consideration, such as you need to know about dominant colors that dominate. Then you add two or more colors. You add two or more colors, so that it can be like a supplement to the dominant color. And the dominant color takes the larger part of the whole design process. Maybe you're going to have a design for a web and mobile applications, all of that. That's the concept of branding. So something like a particular color will dominate, such that when you open maybe a website or an app, that's the color that you will see, and it will tell more about the company, so, or the brand, as the case may be. While some of the two supplement colors could be used as maybe a call to action button or whatsoever. Okay, so that's the concept about the choice of colors. And I was talking about the choice of fonts. So the choice of font now, as you can see, you can relate that you need something that is kind of bold, because sans serif has this this boldness in them that shows boldness, kind of. Okay, so that's the whole concept of this brand identity design. And I also have the logo pattern, which could also reflect in maybe in the brand package, like maybe branding of the car, or having a booklet, jotter, or whatsoever. So that could really work as well. So that's the whole story about this brand, and I hope you find it really interesting from everything. This is actually the business card, right? Mug, and also some other stories. So you can have as numerous as them, like maybe a sweatshirt, joggers, whatever, hoodie and the likes. So such souvenir could also go well for the brand. Okay, so this will be the end of this tutorial. If you really find this tutorial helpful and you enjoy it, please do not forget to subscribe. Hit up the subscribe button, put down comments, and let me know what you feel about this tutorial. Let me know what you feel about this brand as well, in case you also have contributions to make, corrections to make. Please drop that also in the comment section, and I would love to do more of this. So I have like about 5 fictional projects I'm working on. I'm done with 2. This is one of them. I'm done with 2, so I will keep updating them, and in subsequent tutorials I will also show how I came up with the design, right? How I came up with them. I will do the design from the scratch. Okay, so thank you for your time, and like I said, please just ensure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Let it grow. I want you to hit up a 1,000 subscriber before the half of this year, and I believe that's possible. I believe it's possible. We can do it. That's the motivation I need from you. Like I said, I'm ready to motivate as many people as possible who are interested in changing their games this year, upping their games this year. I'm ready for you. So we'll meet on the next one. Thank you.